Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing the Radeon RX 9060 XT 16GB GPU in Dying Light the Beast. This one is the XFX Swift Pro gaming version of the card. I'm running it with the latest AMD drivers and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs here in Tech Power-Ups GPU Z, and over on the left I'm pairing it with a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D and 32GB of RAM. Let's get into it, shall we? And let's go over the settings first. I'm starting at 1440p resolution. FSR is set to native res right now, and it's FSR 4. This game supports it out of the box, which is great. And over on the advanced settings, I'm using the high quality settings with these options turned off over here because I don't like their effects. But these are currently the maximum settings in the game, aside from the draw distance right here, which is set to the preset. And we're getting around 40-ish frames per second, as you can see, so not really that amazing for 9060 XT in my opinion, but the game is super detailed. FSR 4 looks great, so maybe on quality it's going to become really good of an experience with like 60 plus all of the time. And we're now in the big city of the game. I'm gonna start counting our FPS as well. We got zombies everywhere. Oh, this is not a zombie actually, this is just a person who died there. Interesting. All right, let's go, keep on going. Okay, it's morning time here, so in just a little bit things are going to become more colorful because the sun will hit everything right, and yeah, it's not going to be dark anymore, so bear with us. All right. Anyway, let's keep on going here. We got one of those bastards over there. You know what? I'm gonna start. Oh boy, I'm gonna try to hit him. Okay. Oh boy, he's gonna explode right next to us. No. Okay. What happened? Did he die here? Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I thought he was going to explode right next to us and kill us, but no, that's not what happened. Good stuff, right? And also good stuff is that frame time graph. Very smooth indeed. There is no stuttering whatsoever in this title. We saw quite a bit of stuttering with some of the nvidia GPUs, but that's just because of reflex when it was enabled. You could either lock your FPS to solve it, use FSR FG to solve it as well, and also disable reflex, and then it would run absolutely flawlessly like it did with the RTX 4090 that I tried recently here in this title. But yeah guys, if you want to play at native 1440p, which I think is a decent target resolution for this GPU, I made my full review on it at 1440p, it did fine, especially with FSR 4. Yes, this GPU is great for 1440p as long as... Oh boy! Okay, as you play with FSR 4, which makes it look pretty much the same as native resolution at this res if you use FSR 4 on quality, and that's my preferred way to play this. I didn't want to come this way, but okay, I'll take it. Little stutter there, first one of the day basically, but yeah, really smooth overall in terms of that frame time graph. It's very consistent, but once again, I feel like the best way to enjoy this game is with quality FSR here at 1440p resolution, so let's use that. I'm still keeping the high quality settings because you want everything to be very beautiful in a single player title like this, and on medium settings, it does look similar in some ways, but you can start noticing a lot of pop-in issues and the shadows not being that great anymore, as well as textures and so on. So, yeah, this on high settings is definitely the way to go. It has basically zero pop-in. It has a ton of detail here in these sceneries with the city and so on. And now we're getting pretty much the same results in terms of visual fidelity and sharpness because it's FSR 4 on quality. Yet we are getting 60-ish frames per second and 70 sometimes. I'm going to start counting the frames as well. So it's much more enjoyable like this because it's much smoother, of course. Yes, it's a single-player game. You can play it at 40-ish frames per second if you want to, native resolution, but why would you if this looks like native resolution anyways, right? Let's go. Keep on going. So it didn't really drop from 60 FPS, did it? Oh my gosh, these guys are really good at climbing. Better than me, probably. Oh, goodbye. What the heck? All right, stay down there, boys and girls. I'm just gonna go up. There we go. All right, are they going to climb up here? Yes. Jesus. You know what? I feel... Oh, we killed both of them with one swing. Okay, no, that one isn't dead. But I think these guys are probably better parkourers in death than they were in life, right? It's going to be 60 plus pretty much at all times, which is awesome to see here. Even though it sometimes drops down into the low 60s, you should be completely fine playing with FSR quality here on the 9060 XT, and this is why I say this is a pretty decent GPU for 1440p gaming. It's not native 1440p gaming. For that, you'd need something a bit faster, like the RTX 5070, for example, 4070 Super. Those kinds of GPUs are definitely a lot faster than this, like 40-50% faster or so. But with a little bit of upscaling, which is, I mean, normal to utilize these days. I guess pretty much all people run upscaling in today's games because they're so damn intensive, right? And given that the FSR implementation here is so good looking, yeah, just play like this. It's going to be great. It's going to look a lot better in a 1080p monitor as well. And the 9060 XT is doing a fine job. A little bit of a fresh air compared to what I saw with Silent Hill. Right? Although I have gone back to Silent Hill with the 9060 XT just to see if it had the same stuttering issues as the 5090. And although I still saw some stuttering issues, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as it was with the 5090. So something iffy is going on with the NVIDIA 50 series GPUs in that game, I think. But honestly, in all of the videos that I make in Konami's games, there's a legion of fanboys just attacking me, so I'm just not gonna cover that anymore. Anyway, where do I want to go? I'm gonna stop it right there, by the way. Oh, so we need to go right there and restore the power and get rid of all of the infected. Alright, I'm gonna do that with some frame generation. Alright, so this game also has FSR FG here, and it works extremely well in this title. I'd rather use FSR FG on NVIDIA GPUs than DLSS FG, actually, because with DLSS FG, it introduces reflex. You can't disable reflex with DLSS FG, and then it stutters like crazy. Oh, look at that. What are the odds? 69 FPS. Perfect. Of course. And the implementation, again, of FSR FG in this title is extremely good. It's still looking fantastic. Slightly softer, I guess, but it's not really a big deal. But, well, guys, in terms of input lag, this is also fantastic of an experience from FSR FG, because in some other titles, most other titles, actually, you see a ton of input lag when enabling FSR FG, but not in this one. There's a little bit of added input lag, there always is, but it still feels amazing and responsive, and now it's a high refresh rate experience all of the time, 135 FPS average, 111 1% lows, so buttery smooth of an experience, basically. Again, a very big breath of fresh air coming from a recent title released in 2025. Right? We've only seen a couple of games this year, maybe 3 of them, that actually do run smoothly without a single stutter whatsoever. And that's supposed to be the norm, not the outlier. But anyway, as you can see, with a 9060 XT, which is quite an affordable GPU, I'd say $350, maybe 400 sometimes. Although if you can only find this for 400, you might as well just buy the 5060 Ti, which is a bit faster, and DLSS is more broadly available in games and so on. So yeah. That's my opinion, at least. But if this is substantially cheaper, which it usually is, than the RTX 5060 Ti 16GB GPU, this is the one to get. Anyway, so we need to go up there. I think, goddamn bastards. All right, I don't have any more healing, actually. I ate all of my pills previously. This is terrible. Okay, let me go up here. Oh boy, come on, buddy. Just climb this. Thank you. You're so much faster if you just parkour your way. Oh boy. Yeah, come on. All right, I'm fine. Let's search for healing. Yes. Good. This guy had some bandages. That's amazing. Okay, only one bandage, but it actually worked. All right. So how do we go up there? Over here? Oh, it's so dark. I can't really see anything properly. Come on, grab that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we're going. We can't really go from inside. Okay. Come on. Oh my gosh. So I'm stuck. I'm stuck. No! Why'd you fall? God damn it. All right, we're fine. No, come on. Grab some ledge. Grab the ledge. It's right there. Dude. Oh, this is a little bit annoying sometimes. Not gonna lie. All right, let's go. Okay, we're fine. Hopefully we won't get stuck here and I can actually climb this. There we go. Good. All right, another open window here. Come on. Oh my god, that was... I didn't think he was going to do that. like Battlefield 3 style, right? I stopped counting the FPS. I'm sorry, guys. Wait, how can I... Okay, there's that thing over there. All right, let's go. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, boy. Just jump over there. There we go. There we go. Come on. Keep on going here. There it is. Can I jump up there? No. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. We gotta go to this one over here. Oh, my gosh. That was so close to going very wrong. Anyway, let's go. There's the generator. Finally. Come on. Turn it on. Okay, so we got 12 meters of cable. We gotta go up there. Gonna go over here. Whoa, boy. Okay, I made it. I think I made it. The cable might not reach there, though. Yeah, 2 meters, 1 meter. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. No! The cable doesn't reach. Let's go. Up there. Up there you go. Up there you go. Come on. Thank you. Oh, there's Zambi there. All right. So let me just plug this in. Thank you. All right. Power is on. Yes. There it is. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye to you, too. All right. Do you have bandages for me, by the way? Please have. Yes. We got this. Okay. So... power is on. Anyway, let's go up here. What should I do next? Talk to Olivia. So we made it. We made it. Let's go back down there. Actually, no, I don't want to go down there. I want to stay up there because... can I grab this again? Thank you. Okay. Because we need to try out other resolutions. That's right. Even though this is my preferred way to play this game with the RX 9060 XT, we need to try out some other resolutions. So I'm going to turn off frame generation here and go back to native FSR 4, native AA. And maybe I should sleep here. I don't know if I get out of the game, I'll need to do this all over again. I really hope not. Probably not, right? Let's believe the game has a great autosave feature. Alright, we're here again, guys, at 1080p native resolution, by the way. Let me just show it to you. 1920 by 1080, FSR native AA here, FSR 4 as well, and still the high settings. I didn't touch those advanced settings here. And we're getting 60s. Ooh, it's already dropping from 60 FPS, actually. I saw 59 there for a second. Actually, for a split second. Not really even a second, but okay. I wasn't really expecting it to be so intensive at 1080p res, honestly, guys. Thought it was going to perform a bit better at this resolution, but it's okay. It still should be a pretty smooth experience, of course, and you can always enable FSR frame generation on top of this and have that higher refresh rate experience, which is probably what I'll end up doing because the baseline FPS are basically the same as they were with 1440p with FSR on quality as well. So, yeah, this works quite decently. 70s, sometimes up to 80 frames per second. And for 1080p resolution, it actually looks surprisingly sharp. It's not like some other titles that are super soft and made around TAA and temporal techniques, ray tracings, and lumens, and so on, which are in themselves, I guess, noisy, okay, and you need those temporal anti-aliasing techniques to make them not noisy, so to denoise them. Yeah, this one doesn't really have any of that. They will introduce ray tracing later on, but for now, it doesn't have it. These are maximum settings, and it looks sharp in details, even at 1080p resolution. Yeah, 73 FPS average, 1% lows off 60. I think it dipped down to 59 once, but who cares, really? I mean, that's a minor complaint here. It's nitpicking, basically. You're not even going to notice that, honestly. So it's going to be a pretty awesome experience at 1080p resolution. To be expected with a GPU that costs this much in 2025. It should deliver 1080p resolution experiences at maximum settings all of the time with 60 plus FPS. All right, what the heck? How do I get there, dude? I don't remember how to get in. Okay, there's a little opening here. All right. Yes. All right, there we go. This is the way. This is the way, as the Mandalorian said.
I need to check something.
Oh, boy.
You're gonna juice me up again?
Relax. I just need a blood sample. I want to test how your blood reacts to the extracted plasma.
It's so weird that they do this with the sleeves on, right? All right, we got these guys. I skipped a little bit of the cutscene there because, well, I don't want to spoil a ton of things to you. All right, it's still very early into the game, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think that's it for 1080p resolution native. I'm not going to use quality FSR 4 for a long time, at least. I kind of want to check it out. I want to see the visuals with FSR on quality at 1080p resolution. Still seems to be pretty good. It's definitely softer. It's not like at 1440p where you can barely tell the difference. This is softer than 1080p native, but yeah, it's once again one of those cases where the FSR 4 implementation is so good that it actually is super close to DLSS. It's awesome, guys. FSR 4 really is a huge step up for AMD in terms of the upscaling technology, because FSR 3 and 2, those were just noisy AF, really bad in my opinion. I wouldn't really utilize them in most cases, but here FSR 4 is even usable at 1080p resolution. But I think there's a better way to play this game if you require these amount of FPS, and that is keeping the FSR set to native here and the frame generation enabled at the same time. As I said, and as you saw, the baseline FPS without frame generation were really good already, so in terms of input lag, this is going to be pretty nice. Let's start counting the frames here. And now we're getting 130 FPS, so better FPS than with quality FSR here, just by enabling the frame generation on top of native AA. And yeah, this is responsive now. It looks great. It's high refresh rate. It's very similar to what we saw with FSR quality at 1440p plus FG, 130-ish frames per second, right? But yeah, I'd totally recommend this experience. If you are at 1080p resolution or 1440p in this particular title, even though it's a first-person game, I feel like frame generation does have a very good place in it, and it enhances the experience quite a bit. It's not like one of those titles where it's super annoying because it adds a ton of input lag. Can I go up there, please? No? Okay, can I go inside? Thank you. Right. It's still in that direction, though. Oh, boy! All right. So I lost a lot of HP there. Oh, boy, that's a big... Bah! Whoa, what the hell? Okay. All right, I didn't know those guys did that, but yeah, reminds me of the boomer in Left 4 Dead, right? Hello, buddy. How's it going?
Help me.
I can help you. Missing a bandage. Oops. Maybe I cannot help you. I'm gonna try to find some bandages here with these boys. Wait a second, buddy. Wait a second. Come on. Come on. All right, got a couple of bandages already. You're not gonna die, boy. You're not gonna die. Everything's gonna be okay. I didn't know that. I just wanted to try that out. Wow, this game actually allows you to kill the NPCs like that. This is awesome. All right. All right. Because in most titles, you know, you help somebody out, an NPC like that, and then you do this to them, you attack them, and it just goes through them like they're invisible or something. But not here, guys. Not here. You can actually... Whoa! You can actually kill them after you rescue them. Anyway, that's it for 1080p resolution, guys, I think. I'm just gonna stop it there and try a bit of 4K resolution. Oh, boy! Okay, so... 4K native resolution at high settings definitely is not going to happen. The thing is, maybe high settings are still going to be very playable because this game has FSR 4, and FSR 4 on performance should look better than even 1440p native resolution here. And first thing that I'm going to try is use performance FSR 4. I'm also curious to see how it looks here in this title at 4K, and the answer is... slightly softer than native AA, but it's still really sharp, and it looks 4K to me again. Yeah, this is an awesome addition to the AMD GPUs, guys. I feel like the grass looks really bland, and it's also quite soft. Like, there's a noticeable loss of detail on the grass, moving grass like that, at least, with FSR performance. But honestly, if you're just running around, looking at the zombies, not looking at the grass, it's fine. It's going to be okay. It looks very similar to native resolution. Hello. Okay, punch. There we go. All right. Oh, more of them there. Go here, please. Thank you. All right. All good. Now, the problem is, this is not the baseline of 60 FPS. God damn! Oh my goodness. So since it's not a baseline of 60 FPS, frame generation, once we enable that, won't work as well as it did previously, okay? You're gonna see a lot more input lag, but given that we didn't really see a ton of it either at those other resolutions, the lower resolutions, we might be fine. Oh! A PC! Oh boy! Alright, let's see. What does this have? Single channel RAM. Look at that. Only one stick of RAM there. This is awesome. The power supply is gone. Can this chair just get out of here? Oh, no. No. I want to check the PC. But yeah, the power supply was missing. There we go. Alright, we're fine. No, power supply is right there. Why? Oh, is it not connected to the GPU? I can see the 6-pin power connector right there. What GPU is this? It also has a hard drive. So it's a really low-end PC here. The cooler, look at that. This is so awesome. And the 24-pin power connector from the motherboard there. IDE connections, I think. Yeah, all right. Attention to detail. Love to see it. That's awesome, actually. I really like it. Anyway, let's see if it works properly with some frame generation here before we move on to medium settings. And FSR FG is now turned on. Wow. Okay, so that's actually not bad at all in terms of input lag. I really did not see this coming. Damn. That's almost the same. It's a little bit worse, obviously, but given that previously we didn't even have any noticeable input lag, right now... yeah, it's noticeable, but it's still very acceptable in my opinion. I think this makes for a better experience than just getting 50 FPS average most of the time. It's smoother, you get a bit of added input lag, but it works pretty well still. It's a single-player game after all. Alright, I'm not even sure what we're doing at this point. It's getting very dark, so we might need to go up to like a safe area or something where I can sleep the night off, because otherwise we're gonna get screwed during the night time. But I think it's probably about time for us to check out some medium settings as well, right? So let's see it. I'm gonna disable frame generation here. We're still using FSR performance. I'm gonna keep it on performance. It's 7 p.m. now. 48 FPS. And if I use the medium quality settings, this is it. A lot of things are still on high, but a lot of them have switched to medium, of course. And now I gotta go back to this and select FSR again, because it sets it to TAAU. Disable VSync, because it enables it automatically when you change settings. And we're getting 55 FPS. So 48 to 55 FPS is the difference here. Although I did not restart the game. I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, so inside we're getting around 60-ish frames per second with medium settings. Outside, however, oh, it's really dark right now, we're getting down into the 50s. So it's a decent improvement, once again, compared to what we saw previously. Let me go to this area again, look in this direction, 57, very similar. Obviously, now it's nighttime, so it's not one-to-one comparison to what we saw previously on high or medium even, after before the restart. But yeah, this is a little bit more stable, definitely. Like 6 or 7 frames per second of a difference makes a difference, especially when it comes to the frame generation results, because those extra FPS on the baseline FPS will definitely make it less input laggy once you enable FG. But at the same time, this is not good enough for 60 FPS all of the time, unfortunately. Most of the time it's below 60, obviously. So frame generation is still needed to provide a better experience, in my opinion. And here we go. It puts us up into the 90s instead of 80s previously, 100 sometimes, as you can see. Not a problem. In terms of input lag, it's a little bit more responsive, but barely, honestly. Again, like, it worked really well previously. It's really surprised me in terms of input lag. So right now... oh my, what is going on? And right now, I can barely tell a difference, once again. But you do lose the high settings visuals. So maybe I'd still stick to high settings here, guys. That could be the best way to play the game. Like right now, the shadows are still really good looking, but not as good looking as previously. There's going to be a little bit more popping and so on. It's nighttime. I think during daytime you actually get a little bit lower FPS. Oh boy, maybe like 2 or 3, but it's not a big difference. Oh man, this one is so scary. Actually, I'm not going to go there. Okay. Oh, hello there. Okay. I'm fine. They're just screaming there. This is not the way out. This is. But yeah, this is it, guys. 100 FPS, average, 105 actually, 89 1% lows. Really solid still. But I think I still prefer to play it on high settings with FSR performance and FG if you have a 4K monitor with a 9060 XT. But you probably don't, right? It's not a 4K gaming GPU. But if you want to play this game on your like 4K TV and your 9060 XT gaming PC, it's still going to work. Is this a safe place? It might be. I don't know. Come on. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm just messing things up a lot. Right. Hello, people. How's it going? I don't think they can actually get to this side of the roof. Yeah, we're safe. We lost them already. No, not really. Not really. We haven't. Come on. But we're fine. That's been it. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you're going to buy this game with a 9060 XT or any other GPU. Let me know your experiences here in this title as well. Looking forward to seeing your comments. And I'll catch you in the next one very soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.